Hi all, welcome back to my channel QA Warrior, and here we only discuss the interview question that is asked in the testing interviews. And if you are new to this channel, so it's very important to subscribe and also press the bell icon to get notification about this channel. And today we are going to see another important topic, that is the second part of top 30 SQL interview questions. And it's very important to watch this video till then, so let's begin. So in this tutorial we will be following these two tables, that is employee details table and employee salary table. Okay, now let's see what kind of questions are asked in corporate interviews. And so we are continuing with the question number 16, and before that we have already covered 15 question in part 1. So this is the second part. So question 16 is, write an SQL query to fetch the employee full name and replace the space with dash. Okay, so if you get any such request like you have to replace space with anything, then you have to use the replace function. So how we use the replace function is select replace and the name of the column, that is the full name. Okay, here first you will mention what you want to replace and with what you want to replace it. For example, we want to replace space with what? With dash. So first it will come like what you want to replace and with what you want to replace. So here we have mentioned space, second dash from employee details table. So anywhere if you want to replace anything, you have to use the replace function. Question 17, write an SQL query to fetch the position of a given characters in a field. So if you want to fetch the position of a particular character in a field, so you have to use instr function. Okay, instr function is basically used to fetch the position of a given character. So for example, you can see here, I want to fetch the word snow from the full name column. So what I will do, I will write select instr column name full name and what I want to find, snow from employee details table. So whenever you have to fetch the position of a particular characters in a field, you have to use instr function. It is rarely used, but it can be asked. Now question 18, write an SQL query to display both the employee ID and the manager ID together. So now you have two different columns, employee ID and manager ID. What you have to do, you have to display both the employee ID and manager ID together. So literally it means that you have to concatenate, means you have to sum up both the columns. So how you will do is like select concat and you have to use the concat command to concat both employee ID and the manager ID. Select concat employee ID comma manager ID as new ID, or you can say empman ID from employee details table. So using the concat command, you can concatenate any number of columns. Here I have concatenated only two columns, employee ID and manager ID, but if I want 2 or 3 or n number of columns, I can do that using the concat column command. Now question 19, write a query to fetch only the first name string before space from the full name column of the employee details table. Okay, so in this question, we are required to first fetch the location of the space character. Means for example, if my name is Shashank Kumar, so the first space will come after Shashank. Okay, so I have to find the location of the space character in the full name and then extract the first name out of the full name field. For finding the location, we will use locate method in MySQL and char index in SQL Server, and for fetching the string before space we will use substring or mid method. Okay, in SQL Server we use substring. Okay, how we'll do is select substring full name comma 1 means the first space we want, character index, then we have mentioned space comma full name. So we want the first space in the full name and we want to extract only that part which comes before the first space index from the employee details table. So in SQL Server you have to use substring method. After substring method, this is how you will write the query in order to fetch the first name from the full name. Okay. Question number 20. Write a SQL query to uppercase the name of the employee and lowercase the CT values. So if you want to uppercase or lowercase any name or any value, so in that case you have to use the SQL upper and lower functions. So how you will use that? Select upper function, then the name of the column which you want to be in the uppercase, you have to mention that column name, then lower along with the column name which you want to be in the lowercase from employee details. So here in this example we have taken select upper full name comma lower with the city name as it is the requirement from the question from employee details table. Okay. Now question number 21. Write an SQL query to find the count of total occurrences of a particular character n in the full name field. So what do we mean here? That here we can use the length function. We can subtract the total length of the full name field with a length of the full name after replacing the character minus n. Okay. So what we mean here is we have to write a query to find the count of total occurrence of a particular character in the full name field. For example, if it is apple and I want to know the occurrence of T character in apple, so in that case what I have to do, I have to use the length function and then subtract the total length of the full name with the length of the full name after replacing the character minus that part minus n. Okay. For example, if APPLE, now APPLE, it stands for 5 characters. Now I will subtract double P. So 5 minus 2 equal to 3. So 2 will give me the length of the 2 is the length of the total number of characters present in that particular word. Okay. So how we'll write this query is select full name, length of full name minus length, replace full name comma n with space bracket closed from employee details. So these kind of questions are rarely asked, but it's better to know that we have a method called replace and length that we can use to find the number of characters in a particular word. So we can use this. Okay. Question number 22. Write an SQL query to update the employee name by removing leading and trailing spaces. So for example, if in the name of any employee, if there are some spaces before the first name, or if there are some extra spaces, or there is some space at the end of the first name, so in that case we can use the ltrim and rtrim function to remove the leading and trailing spaces. Okay. How you can do that? Update table name, update employee details, set full name equal to, you want to ltrim and rtrim the column full name. So this is how you will be removing the leading and trailing spaces from the full name column of a employee details table. Now question number 23. Fetch all the employees who are not working on any project. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to use the null operator in order to identify the employee ID who doesn't have any project assigned to them. So how you will find that? You can use null operator. So how you will write the query is select employee ID from table name employee salary where project is null. So is null is very important here to fetch all the null values from the project column. Question 24. Write an SQL query to fetch employee name having a salary greater than or equal to 5,000 and less than or equal to 10,000. So whenever a case comes where you have to find greater than or less than equal to, so in that case you have to use the between function. Okay, we will use the between clause with the where clause to return the employee ID. So how we are writing it here is, you can see first we have used the inner query, that is select employee ID from employee salary where salary between 5,000 and 10,000. Okay, so as you can see, these are two different tables. First table is employee details, second table is employee salary. So what we are going to do here is, we are fetching the employee ID from the employee salary, and all the employee ID we are taking as a filter value for employee details table, and we will fetch the name of all the employees from the employee salary table to get the value from the employee details table. इसमें क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग कि अगर we are seeing here, first we will get all the employee ID from the employee salary table, then those employee ID we are utilizing in this query, select full name from employee details where employee ID in, and we are using the employee ID from this inner query. Okay, this will fetch us all the salary that is between, means greater than or equal to 5,000 and less than or equal to 10,000. So we are utilizing the result from both the table, employee details and employee salary. Now 25. Write an SQL query to find the current date time. So for the current date time in Oracle, you can use select sysdate from dual. So as soon as you will put this query and put an enter sign, then it will display you the system date. And in SQL Server, if you write select get date, it will also fetch you the same today's date, okay, or the system date. And in MySQL, you have to write select now function. So it will also fetch you the current system date. Then question 26, write a SQL query to fetch all the employee detail from employee details table who joined in the year 2020. So how you are going to fetch this detail? So you have to take a range between 1/1/2020 and 31/12/2020. So in that case, you have to use between, and the date range that you will use is 1/1/2020 and 31/12/2020. Then only you will be able to find out that how many employees had joined in the year 2020. Okay, so how we are writing this query is select star from employee details where date of joining between 2020 01/01 and we are using between, and the date 1/1/2020, and date format here we have taken YYYY MMDD. Okay, so in this way you can find out all the employees that have joined in the year 2020. Now in question 27, write an SQL query to fetch all employee records from employee details table who have a salary record in employee salary table. So in that case, you have to use the keyword exists. Okay, so exist, what it will do, it will, so here also you can see that I have used an inner query. So inner query, what it will do, it will fetch you all the records from the employee salary table. Okay, and we are taking the details from the employee salary table and comparing it with the employee details table. So how we are going to write this query is select star from employee details E where exists, select star from employee salary S where E dot employee ID equal to S dot employee ID. So we are trying to make a join of these two table on the basis of employee ID from the employee details table and employee ID from the employee salary table. So we are fetching the details from the inner query and then we are checking whether these data exist in the employee details table or not. Okay, so this is how we write the query to fetch all employee records which exist in employee details table and which have a salary record in employee salary table. Now question 28, write a SQL query to fetch project wise count of employee sorted by projects count in descending order. So in this case what you will do, we have to fetch project and the count of employee ID and the employee project count from the employee salary. So what we are going to do is we'll write the query like select project count of employee ID as employee project count. Okay, from employee salary group by project. See, if you are using group by and order by, so you have to choose those columns which are already present in your select statement. So here if we have used project, and if you are grouping by something other than which is not mentioned along with the select, so in this case your group by or your query will not run. So if we are mentioning anything with the group by, it should be present here along with the select statement. Order by employee project count, that is this column, descending. So you want the employee project count descending, means it will start from 100, 99, 98, 97 till 0 or 1 it will go. Okay. Now question number 20. Write a query to fetch employee name and salary records, display the employee details even if the salary record is not present for the employee. So what we are going to do here, we will be utilizing the left join. Left join will fetch all the records from the left table and the matching records from the right table. Okay. So now we will see how it works. Is select E dot full name comma S dot salary, because here E is the alias for the employee details, okay, and S is the alias for the employee salary. So E dot full name and S dot salary from employee details E, left to join, table name is employee salary S on E dot emp ID equal to S dot emp ID. So we are using the common column in both the table, that is employee ID that is present in the employee details table and the employee ID that is present in the employee salary table. So in this way you will be able to find those records. Okay. Now question 30, last question. Write an SQL query to join three tables. Considering three tables, table A, table B, table C, we can use two join clauses like below. So this is a tricky question and it is not mostly asked, but in some interview the people want to check your knowledge about the join, so they can ask you. So how you are going to do is select column 1 or column 2 from table A. You are joining table B on table A ka some column equal to table B column 3. So you can notice one thing, the column that we are using for both the table are common. You can see column 3 in both the table A and table B. Okay. Now join table C on table A column 4 and table C column 4. So it means these two columns are common in table A and table C, because unless and until you have some column common, common column in both the tables, you won't be able to join any of the table. So you have to remember this query so that you can write in any interview. Okay, so that's all in this video, and we'll see most interesting and important topics in the upcoming videos. Please subscribe to my channel and like the videos, and also comment down on the video if you have any query. Thank you for watching.